joyous, the perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. Cafu. McAllister getting this one clear. No, he's just misjudged that one. It is a corner, good chance. Totti can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Neymar. Tries to pass it through. Spread neatly. And now the breakaway. Ronaldinho. Well, Edmilson's selection has certainly attracted some scrutiny, but the man himself looks, as ever, Jim, utterly unfazed.
Yeah, I like him because he's got a certain elegance about him, Peter. We all know Brazilian players love the idea of getting forward, and he's probably one of the better defensive players on the ball.
So no gung-ho heroics?
No chance.
Panucci. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. So no chances falling either way for the time being. That's the throw. Totti. And it's Ronaldinho. Quarter of an hour played. And he's had it nicked away. Carreras, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Now it's Politano. Totti. Totti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Beckenbauer clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Edmilson. Cafu. Ronaldinho conjures time and space where few can. Oh, good spread. Space for him to turn and look. Here's Totti. Panucci. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's Shevchenko! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Tomori. Cafu. And it's Edmilson. Totti played into space. And that was asking for too much. McAllister. Panucci is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Edmilson. Here's Totti. Distributed tidily.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now he's got space here, and he's straight offside. Beckenbauer, Baresi, Beckenbauer, and Edmilson. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cafu calmly anticipates. Politano. Cafu. Now it's Totti. Cafu receives it in a wide position. Oh, that's nice. And he shoots! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Oh, good climb! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Edmilson. Baresi. Totti, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Good ball, good take. And here's Totti. Now it's Shevchenko, out towards the flank. Totti. Now it's Politano. Back towards the middle. Knocks it into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Cafu has it in a wide position. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
I'd like to draw your
I think
attention to the
it's a
screen
good performance,
right now for
but it's
information
clear
on
that
our
they
shuttle
need
bus service.
a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
So into the second half. So the first half brought no goals. And it's Totti. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Tevez making good progress on the right-hand side. Well, played right into... And Shevchenko! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. He's in a great position here. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho's delivery. And they've been given a corner. Totti! Harmlessly behind.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
McAllister. Totti. There will be a throw-in. Totti. Totti going face-to-face with his great rival. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Totti. That has been slung wide. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Neymar picks it up out wide. Oh, such a clever touch. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cafu. That's Politano.
The attendance
He's picked his way through.
96,847.
Totti. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. They've played it short. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. He is through here! Now it's Tevez. That's destined for the flank. Tevez. It's a goal kick. Tomori. Indonesia have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time. This is actually quite a courageous move, and I love ambitious and adventurous too.
Peruzzi claims it without any fuss. Edmilson. Now it's Berbatov. That pass isn't the best. Now it's Totti. Now it's Politano. Cafu. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Silvestre has it out wide and in space. Towering header! And he's managed to get rid.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Berbatov. And this is Totti. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And he whips it in.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
McAllister played out to the left flank.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Nicely spread. And the counter is on. And that could set him on his way. And this is Berbatov. Oh, that's a fine interception. Indonesia are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Batistuta getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Silvestre. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Totti. Now it's Shevchenko. That's going wide left. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. So we have further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Number 20, McAllister. Coming on to replace him is...
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Baresi. And it's Marquinhos. It's a smartly directed ball. Cafu. Edmilson. Just eases him off the ball. No breakthrough, and we are into time added on.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner, and extra time is next.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 21.
Into extra time we go.
Coming on the field is number 18.
Totti. Well, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Could move up a gear here. Now it's Berbatov. Cafu. Now it's Politano. Stood up well to him there. And it's Neymar.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Bachance! Gerrard. Ronaldinho. Now it's Ronaldinho. And here's Politano. Politano! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Indonesia can make their change now with a break in play.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Number 22.
Panucci is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And this is Bebeto. Panucci. Now it's Berbatov. Spread it left. Pereiras. And here's Ronaldinho. Marquinhos proves too strong. And the through ball. Now it's Batistuta. Bebeto. Gets a good foot in there. Looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, sweet feet. There's the delivery. So that was it, the first period of extra time.
And a quick announcement today that memorabilia.
Plenty of tired limbs and minds out there. We may be looking at penalties here.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 11, Neymar.
And so the last chance to find a winner.
Number 17.
Here we go then for the
Hazard.
last time. The score's still 0-0. Shot could be on. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And here's Ronaldinho. Couldn't squeeze it through. Beckenbauer. Tanucci is in a really good position out wide. And it's Olmo. Now it's Hazard. He's having a hit! Incredible! Just incredible! Mass euphoria! Ecstasy! He just absolutely speared that in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Number 17.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Eden Hazard.
Indonesia have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. Now it's Hazard. Threads one in. Silvestre. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
I think we're just about done here. Totti. Gerrard. Totti. And it's Batistuta. Beckenbauer. Edmilson. Dani Olmo. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Number 27, Silvestre. Coming on to replace him is
Totti.
number 3, Robertson.
Now it's Politano.
There will be
Cafu.
1 minute added time.
It's Politano. Spread neatly. Hazard cuts it out. Not too much. And that's that. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Your reflections then, Jim?
Indonesia really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support.
A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up
Hello,
on the start
everybody,
line,
and
their
welcome to
eyes
today's
fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Time for the first of the anthems. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Well, we're on the way. Totti. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Berbatov. That's a lovely, neat pass. Panucci. Totti. Edmilson. Well, that has not gone well. Threads one in. Politano receives it in a wide position. Hangs in a cross. And it's hoisted clear. Edmilson. Silvestre. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Now Panucci. Oh, that's delightful. Tomori is there, and he can get that clear. Totti. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And that's a terrific effort! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Cafu. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Tries to get it clear. Totti, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Neither side yet able to find the net. Panucci. And it's Totti. Spread it left. Now it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Totti. He's found a way through. And it's played in. Over hits and out of play. Cafu tries to pass it through. Well, that pass isn't the best. Neymar. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Neymar. No outsmarting him this time. Totti. Politano. Totti. Cafu gets into a good position. Cafu plays it in. Totti. Muscular approach does pay off here. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. McAllister is the team's great visionary. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gerrard. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Politano picks it up out wide. And it's Gerrard. Politano, and the shot! And it's come back out to him. It's there! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Number 9, Berbatov.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Totti going face-to-face with his great rival. Silvestre. And here's Neymar. Looking to play him in. And he's certainly onside here. And he's there to get it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's looking wide. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Shevchenko. Shevchenko was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's been slipped through, and he's in on goal! Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Tevez. Oh, he's had it taken off him. Tevez. Now it's Shevchenko. Spread out to the left. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And just a quick
Indonesia trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
That gets us going once more.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And now the breakaway. Baresi. And it's Edmilson. What's going wide left? It's a promising position. That's good play. No, he's not getting any further than that. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Quality ball. Stood up well to him there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Lacroix kept his eye on it, and he's there. Edmilson looking to provide the solidity his team so need. And here's Totti. That's destined for the flank. Cross to the back post. That's going to go a long way. And here's Totti! Goal! And this is getting better and better. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Number 10, Francesco Totti.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Politano absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
McAllister spots it and intercepts. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Played out to the left flank. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Nicely weighted ball. Cafu. And Edmilson. Totti. And it's Edmilson. Gerrard. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Cafu. Here's Totti. Cafu. Looking for options for movement. Oh, well played. Totti. Played down the flank. He's in plenty of space here. Totti. It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get on the end of this? And he's heaved it away. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Totti. Totti going face-to-face with his great rival.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, well played, lovely. Cafu has it in a wide position. Now it's crossed into the middle. Edmilson. Looking for the run. Ronaldinho is wide and looking to get onto this. McAllister. Silvestre. And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, sweet feet. That's very neat. Now it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Indonesia really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Totti. Cafu. And it's Totti. Edmilson. Spread to the right. And they've got a throw. Indonesia are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Batistuta getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Number 20.
Did tidily.
McAllister.
And it's Batistuta. Now, can they get him away? Batistuta. Dani Olmo.
Dani Olmo.
And Shevchenko. What? Real chance! Dispatched clinically. And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that will be the final act. So that is it, the end of the road. Your reflections then, Jim?
Indonesia really looked like they were just second to everything, disjointed even. Yeah, it was a high-intensity game, and that may have gotten to some of the players, but even so, it was just disappointing on a lot of levels.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.
Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway.
Well, Edmilson's selection has certainly attracted some scrutiny, but the man himself looks, as ever, Jim, utterly unfazed.
Yeah, I like him because he's got a certain elegance about him, Peter. We all know Brazilian players love the idea of getting forward, and he's probably one of the better defensive players on the ball.
So no gung-ho heroics?
No chance.
Now it's Shevchenko, now it's Yamal. Not a hint of offside here. Yamal! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Now it's Torres.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Adams cuts it out. Belletti. Now it's Beckham. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Neymar. It's a really well-measured ball. Can he get on the end of this? That's destined for the flank. It's Neymar! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Looking to play him in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Looking for options for movement. Batistuta picks it up out wide. Here's a and he shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. Deftly away. Guardiola. Now it's Shevchenko. He has found the way through. Whistle's gone, that's foul. So who's he going to be aiming for here? No, not quite.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
Pinches it off him. Now it's Shevchenko. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Robertson. Beckham does well to get it back. That has been cut short. Indonesia do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Shevchenko! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And the finish! There it is! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Oh, played right into his path. Batistuta. Quick look, then plays it in. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Beckham, and it's Belletti.
Might want to be careful there.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yamal, very much a player of the moment. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Foot in. And this is Gerrard. Dani Olmo. Looking for the run. And back to the keeper. Adams. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Yamal. Now there's a fine ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It'll be a throw-in. Played into the box. And a header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And he can clear it away. And this is Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
And we come to you
Tunisia
now with a
finding
quick
themselves
request for
behind
support
by just
for
one
our
goal
charity
at the
fund,
break.
Chance in Football.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 21, Shevchenko. Number 3.
So, into the second half.
Coming on the field.
Well, I think starting
number
this half
9,
in a strong manner is
Batistuta.
essential, Peter,
Number
if you're
6,
chasing the game, which they
Baresi.
are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
He's found a way through. And they're quick to get it back. Indonesia come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And he's heaved it away. He's played it long. And he's gone looking for safety. Adams did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Edmilson. Silvestre. That pass has been well intercepted. And he's intervened well there. He's had a shot! Indonesia appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And he's been shifted off it. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He won't be happy with that one. That is good alertness. Baresi. Oh, this looks promising. Got to make this count. He's under a lot of pressure there. And Batistuta! And a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And that really is so impressive. Indonesia restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best.
Shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Indonesia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Beckham plays it short. Chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Goes for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution for Indonesia.
Beckham to take it as usual.
Yamal. Number 20, Pep Guardiola. Coming on the field, number 17, Hazard. Number 23, Conte.
He leaps for it! Oh, off the bar! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, Peter, sometimes that happens. You get a great connection, and yet that proves to be the problem. It was too good to go in.
Now that's well seen too. Gerrard. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, they could be caught out here. Who saw this coming? This is going right to the wire. Edmilson. And it's Azar. And this is Batistuta. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Panucci, and here's Batistuta. And this is Torres.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Caceres has it out wide and in space. They want to be quick to recover this, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Bebeto. Now it's Batistuta. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
So, power or guile, what's it going to be?
Well, it looks like they'll be aiming this one for the far post, Peter. Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Batistuta. Panucci gets a foot in and wins the ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
No, that's been intercepted. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Played into space. Raul. Silvestre wins the duel this time. Threads one in.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Indonesia have it back and can go again. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Neymar, he's shifting through the gears here. That's going to go a long way. And reclaimed it in a trice. Edmilson. Now that looks a decent ball. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
And just a quick reminder today to please drink responsibly. Anyone appearing intoxicated or behaving in an inappropriate manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 11, Neymar.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still.
Francesco Totti.
Albert Ferrer gets across to intercept that. Bebeto aims beyond the defence. And he's only too happy to take that back. Conte. Bebeto. Kante receives it in a good position here, and he's got away from it. Indonesia can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Batistuta. It's Asa! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Hazard has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Nicely weighted ball. And the through ball. Baresi. Beckham! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Adams. Probing pass. Pass somewhat off target. Conte.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's looking wide. Hazard. Hazard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, he certainly...
So that was it, the first period of extra time.
Take this opportunity to pay a visit to
Well,
our
nobody
official
wants to
store
settle
where
for this, of
memorabilia
course,
from
but
today's
everyone
match
is
are
running
now
nigh on
available.
empty. Is there going to be a moment to win it?
Substitution.
And we're off for the final time. They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end?
Now, can they get him away? And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Batistuta. Nice interception, well timed.
Real chance!
Oh, wow, that's crazy!
So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it?
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Substitution in progress.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Indonesia leading now.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
And that's been won straight back.
Tries to pass it through. And that is well cleared.
Indonesia have got it back and they'll have another go.
Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. And here's Batistuta. Knocks it into space.
Indonesia really don't have a choice now. They just have to...
That's rather hopeful.
Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition.
And he's decided to go for it. And that is a routine catch.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he's running through. And there goes the final whistle.
One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here.